Ever wonder if that stuff in your garage or basement is trash or is it treasure? There's one Long Island man who has an eye for the unique and antique.
I love what I do.
His name is Eddie Costello.
Thank you very much for coming.
He loves it so much, he travels to local libraries and volunteers his expertise. A sort of antiques roadshow with a Long Island flair.
I look at something and it talks to me.
Here at the Garden City Library, Eddie determines the value of items brought in by Long Islanders. Everything from treasured heirlooms
It's a really nice condition.
to garage sale finds, like this bowl purchased for $20.
Where'd you get it, sir? At a garage sale. Garage sale? You're done good. It's absolutely beautiful. It's Nippon, made before 1917. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's worth $225.
This silk painting in a frame was handed down to Jackson Goddard by his grandmother. Eddie says it's an eclectic piece worth $2,500.
I was shocked because it never dawned on me it was really worth that much.
Mitch Blau brought in his collection of old illustrated comics from his childhood that he says were just collecting dust in the attic.
You got between $2,000 and $3,000 worth of comics here.
So how does Eddie determine what's junk and what's worth big bucks? He says before eBay and Craigslist became popular, he was constantly reading up on antiques.
The only way to learn what I do is to get out in the field and do it. You have to start at the bottom.
And for someone who looks at antiques all day, you can bet he has quite a collection himself. Everything from vintage trains to old comic books and action figures. Here in his shed and here in his basement, countless other antiques spanning more than 100 years that he's collected over his lifetime. Some of which he'll sell, some of which he won't part with. He says what items are worth may not be the price people are willing to pay.
There's a possibility that that might be valuable. Don't sell it.
And that's because he says some things may not be valuable right now, but will be eventually, like this 1939 World's Fair cane that Christine Pulowski brought in.
$50 or $60, but it's very collectible. Don't sell it, keep it.
But he says not everything old is valuable.
This is also good when you're sitting on a subway in Brooklyn. You're bound to get a seat. I think it's worth about $25.
And while you may not have $1 million find, at least you'll come away with a priceless experience. In Garden City, Antoinette Bjordy, News 12, Long Island.